Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
This.
Give me all you got!
Listen,
Give me all you got!
swear me and my brother.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Right now! I want to talk! You kill him! You kill yourself, you motherfucker! Give me back my son! Help! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome, everyone, to Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to, because we killed all the other ones.
That's right. We killed them because they were not featured on GQ, and we were. And that makes us the supreme dad movie podcast. That's right. GQ and having a pulse makes us the best.
Yeah, we told them, listen, you got to get featured in GQ if you want to be a dad movie podcast in this day and age. And they said, no, we don't think so. And then we told them, yeah, adapt or die, and they wouldn't adapt, so they died.
Look, if one of us ever dies, the joke should be that one of the other dad movie podcast dads killed us.
Yeah, I want that on my tombstone.
It's one of those. It's like one of those scenarios where like the snake and the alligator are fighting. Like the alligator is like munched the head off the snake, but the snake was still coiled around the alligator, so it killed it.
I don't care how I die. I want the story to be that I was killed in a great battle with another dad movie podcaster, and then I bled out alone in a snowy forest or steppes.
You lay down and look into the sky, and you're like, I'm insignificant, but I'm dying on these steps.
I thought I was the chosen dad movie podcaster, but I'm not.
And then you die, but you die with the thought of like a better world coming because you know there's a better dad podcaster out there.
No, I just die with the thought that, man, I'm bleeding out alone exactly how I wanted to.
Look, if someone did a 10-hour loop of that scene of him just laying on those stairs looking up, I would probably watch all 10 hours of it.
I know you appreciate this. The greatest accomplishment of my 2026 so far is finding the Spotify playlist songs to bleed out to masculinely.
Question. Like, you know how like the Joker stairs, like you can find those stairs and go do this stupid dance off the stairs and then shoot somebody in the head.
Yeah.
Can you find the Blade Runner 2049 stairs?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Because I would like to go and bleed out on those stairs.
Blade Runner 2049. We've done Blade Runner. We should do Blade Runner 2049 on a future wheel.
We should. We've talked about it enough that it should probably be on the next wheel.
Stairs location. Let's see.
And it'll be timely because Dune 3 will be out by then. That was Villanueva, right?
The iconic stairs in Blade Runner 2049, specifically where Kay finds Deckard. No, that's what?
No, 2049. Come on.
That's wrong. That's not where he finds Deckard.
Can you call Gosling and ask him? Maybe he knows.
Let's see. Let's see if the people on Reddit know.
Where? I'm gonna ask Blue Sky.
The exterior of the Stellan Laboratories is a brutalist building entirely designed by connected visual effects. What? It's a set?
No. I wanted to bleed out on him.
It was shot in a studio with the floor and the steps and the porch parts built. Oh, so you can't go there and pretend to bleed out and take a picture?
No.
This sucks.
No. Maybe there's a set guy that has those stairs and is holding them to sell to auction.
I would buy those stairs and I would just put them in like my front yard waiting for it to snow, and I would just hang out there.
You know what? You know how like the Academy Museum has like that one room that changes every few months? Like it was originally like the Spike Lee room, and I don't know what it is now. But they change it to the stairs room, and dads can just, for a little extra money, you can pay extra and bleed out on those stairs.
They should have that as a permanent room. Just have those stairs on display for photo ops.
Just so I can bleed on those fucking stairs. They have to put up a sign. Please don't really bleed on the stairs.
They should have that. They would make so much money with a room where you could just do your death scene photo ops.
Have you been to that museum, by the way?
I have not.
Oh, it's amazing. I went and they had like the flower dress from Midsummer. They had the outfits with the scissors from Us. Just a really good. There's a room where you can sit, and they're talking about like the Foley and what they did for is it Raiders where he's running from the boulder?
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. So it basically it takes you through the whole like sound mixing of that scene, and it's just you sit in there for 30. It's the most dad ass thing I've ever done. I sat in that room by myself and watched that whole thing. It was so good, so good. They got some Wizard of Oz stuff in there. It's old. That's old as hell. There's the casting room with all the old casting headshots. Oh my god, you would eat that museum up. You would love it.
I mean,
It's a good
I
museum.
don't know. I'm not that hungry.
It's a good museum. You know what? And our movie today would probably be featured in. Oh, I'm Nick, by the way.
Oh, and I'm Matt. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Standies. How you guys doing,
Forgive us.
listeners?
It's late, so
Listeners,
we're off our game
viewers,
a little bit.
right there, viewers. Yeah, we're doing Moneyball today. That's right, Moneyball.
Yep.
Really good movie. Really good movie. Let's just get right into it.
Yeah. Let's get right into it. How can you not be romantic about baseball?
How could you not want to fuck baseball? I tweaked it a little bit. Moneyball is a 2011 American biographical sports drama film directed by Bennett Miller and adapted by Steven Zalian and Aaron Sorkin. It stars Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Robin Wright, and Chris Pratt. The film is based on the 2003 book Moneyball: The Art of Winning an Unfair Game by Michael Lewis, an account of the Oakland Athletics baseball team's 2002 season and their general manager Billy Beane's attempts to assemble a competitive team with half or even a third as much money as his rivals. Moneyball follows Bean and his deputy Peter Brand scout the major leagues for undervalued talent by taking a sophisticated sabermetric approach to scouting and analyzing players, triggering skepticism and resentment within the baseball community. The boomers were mad, basically. Columbia Pictures bought the rights to Lewis's book in 2004, hiring Shervin to write the screenplay. David Frankel was initially set to direct, with Zalian now writing the screenplay, but soon replaced by Steven Soderbergh, who planned to make the film in a semi-documentary style featuring interviews from real athletes and having the real players and coaches on the team portray themselves. Gross. I'm glad they didn't do that. But before its July 2009 filming start, the film was put in turnaround due to creative differences between Soderbergh and Sony over a last-minute script rewrite. Soderbergh exited and Miller was hired to direct, with Pitt becoming a producer and Sorkin hired for rewrites. Filming began in July 2010 at various stadiums such as Dodger Stadium and Oakland Coliseum. Film premiered at the 2011 Toronto International Film Festival and was released September 23rd, 2011 to box office success and critical acclaim, particularly for its acting and screenplay. The film received numerous accolades, including 6 Academy Award nominations, Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Actor for Pitt, and Best Supporting Actor for Hill. I don't think it won any of those.
Should have.
Budget $50 million, box office $110 million. Good for them. Who do we want to do the smell test on?
Jonah Hill.
We have the pick of the litter here.
I would say either Jonah Hill or, I mean, he does have the former CEO of Activision does have a small cameo.
Fuck that man. I'm not giving him any more time.
Okay, Jonah Hill.
I was so pissed when I saw him on my screen. I punched it, and then I had to find a new TV, and then I punched it again. All right, let's go down to personal life. In 2023, Hill was accused of being emotionally abusive and a misogynist narcissist by his ex-girlfriend, Sarah Brady. Sorry, I put that part in air quotes, but not the other part. So I'm like, okay.
That was a choice.
Sarah Brady, whom he dated in 2021. Brady, a surfing instructor and law student, publicly shared several text exchanges between the pair in which Hill said he could not continue the relationship if she continued surfing with other men, posting pictures of herself in a swimsuit and spending time with friends of whom he did not approve. During the same month, former child actress Alexa Nicholas accused Hill of shoving her against a door and kissing her without her consent during a party at Justin Long's house when she was 16 years old and he was 24. Nicholas alleged to Business Insider that Hill and Long were supplying her with alcohol the entire night and stated that what Hill did to her was a crime. That part was also in quotes. I guess that's because they're quoting her directly. A litigation attorney working for Hill called Nicholas's accusations a complete fabrication, stating that the event never happened and that Nicholas is demonstrably unreliable. And a serial accuser representative for Long said that he has no knowledge of what may or may not have happened concerning Mrs. Nicholas. I did not know Justin Long's involvement with that. We'll have to smell test him on a future movie. Yeah, I remember reading some of these texts or reading some of the stuff that was coming out about his relationship with Brady. And he sounds like a kind of guy who goes to therapy and uses that therapy talk after he leaves
Well, didn't he
on people.
wasn't that one of the things he was actually doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, maybe, yeah, let's not date Jonah Hill. Everyone avoid Jonah Hill. Is he
Yeah.
fat now or is he skinny? I don't even know.
I think he's skinny again.
Yeah, I don't know. But everyone's skinny now. Every time a fat actor will pop up, and you'll be like, "Oh wow, they've lost it. Cool, good for them." It just shocks me. It used to be every once in a while, like a bigger actor would lose the weight. Now everyone's doing it. It's just like, oh wow.
I remember I read an interview, I think it was around the time Begonia came out. Jesse Plemons was doing an interview, right? And he had lost, a lot of weight recently. Um, and I don't know what the exact question was, but like people online were saying like Ozempic, right? And he was just saying how like, no, like I lost this myself, and like, all these Ozempic people, th- they're giving us a bad name.
I see. I'm in a point in my life right now where I need to lose a few lbs, and that has crossed my mind. Like if I lost it now, people would just be like, "You on the shot, Nick? You on the shot?"
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
I'd be disappointed in you if I lost the weight and you didn't ask me like, "Zepic? You Zempin? You Zempin over there?"
I don't know. I lost like 100 pounds and nobody asked me if I did Ozempic.
You on the needle, Matt?
I guess
You take the shot. You took the shot.
nobody asked me if I was on Ozempic. I guess I got to lose some more.
Do you feel left out?
I feel left out. I was like, hey, I was, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was like 205 pounds, and now I'm like 140, and nobody's asked me if I'm on Ozempic. What have I done wrong? Clearly,
You're not famous. That's the problem.
clearly, I still got some work to do.
We need to get you in front of like a TMZ paparazzo. Like, and you have to be when you're walking in public, you need to be holding a picture of old you and be like, "This used to be me." You have to be screaming out.
I mean, look, the thing I'm most ashamed of is that I'm Fat Matt in my picture with Marissa Tomei.
You could ask Grok to fix that.
I don't think so. So, like, I have this wonderful picture of me with Marissa Tomei. That's just also a constant reminder. Yeah, you used to be fat.
Oh man, I was watching. We recorded one of my improv sets from a few months back, and I'm wearing a shirt, and it fits, but I'm just like, man, look at all that belly under that shirt. My God.
Yeah, my face was round. I think it might have been I think I was still like that when we started this podcast. So you might even remember this, but my face was round.
This is why you didn't want the first episodes to be video. You're like, absolutely not.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much. Now I'm just imagining though, it's just like there's just a new class of anorexic who's just like nobody's asked me if I'm on Ozempic. I must lose more.
All right, Randy Marsh.
That'd be a good
Don't you want to
episode.
ask me if I'm on the shot?
I-
We come up with really good South Park episodes on this podcast.
We do. We should actually write some of these specs.
We should. We should. And you know what? I've kind of because I've written spec episodes for fellowships, and part of my brain was like, but does it have to be a spec? Could I like take that old spec script and turn it into a new original script? And I'm kind of like, yeah, I should. I should do it. Why not? Why not?
Should we?
Why not just one more? Because they're not bad scripts. They're just using characters that I don't own. So I'm like, well. Let's get into. I digress. Let's get into our dad-approved letterbox reviews. I've got one from Hoover. By the way, I dry spell here. I'm not getting anyone who's a patron saint. Recession indicator? I think so.
I got
think so.
I got a patron saint.
All right. Well, I've got Hoover here, 4 stars and a heart. Said 2011 Chris Pratt was a cool dude. Now he's just Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Fair.
I got a review here by Jacob Knight, who is a patron saint of Letterboxd. Praise be.
Praise be to thee.
Gave this movie 4.5 stars and wrote, "Everything about this movie is great, borderline perfect, but the best practical lesson you can take away is how to succinctly fire someone with dignity."
That's a really good scene. I do like that scene. Um, I'm gonna. I'm a broken record because I said this last week. I don't have anything I hate about this movie
Um, yeah, me neither.
because normally with a sport adjacent movie like this, I would normally say like, yeah, there's not enough baseball or there's too much baseball, but there's just the right amount of baseball in this.
Yeah, I mean, you never really see the games, right? It they just do like little most of it is the behind like you'll see games from the perspective of what's going on in the dugout, maybe if or whatever Billy Bean is doing, because he's never at the games. So sometimes I'll watch. I think the most you get is Hatterberg's home run. That's the most baseball game you get.
Yep, and everyone's got like they set up these three guys they bring in to replace Giambi, and you think each of them's going to get an arc, but it kind of feels like watching an episode of Mad Men where people just kind of come and go, and it feels like it's close to its source, like it stays very close to its source material. They don't try to like stray away from details. They don't try to like, well, this person was the hero in this moment, this person learned how to pitch, and like they're not trying to give people arcs and make people heroes. It's just
No.
it's the Billy Bean story. It's
It's
the it's
yeah,
it's, it's the Bean story.
it's the Billy Bean story, and these are just his employees.
Right. And I really like Jonah Hill in this. I was like, yeah, I'm glad he got nominated. I didn't like that I didn't like that he spent the next 10 years being dogged on by everybody for being pretentious. But you know what?
Yeah.
Knowing how he treats the women in his life, maybe it was good. Maybe it's good he was getting dogged on.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him for getting dogged on. He deserved it.
Even this is the end they were doggone. I'm like, I like Jonah before he was I like Jonah better before he was nominated. Just played a complete evil dick in that movie.
Was that
But
after? Oh yeah, that was after Moneyball, wasn't it?
I mean, credit to him for playing it up. Credit to him for going with the joke, even if he is a fucking monster. Um, no, but he's a really good. I don't want to say he's a foil to Billy Bean, but he's like a good like, hey, I'm teaching you something, but you're also my mentor. Like they're teaching each other things.
I
Because his character is
it-
very not subhuman, but very like, I don't know how to do basic human things that anyone should know how to do in this position.
well, his character's made up for the movie.
Yeah, he's and I think the wiki even said that he's like partially based off. Was a
I think a few
Paul de
people.
Podesta. Yeah, like the guy it's based on doesn't even have his own Wikipedia page.
That's why he's not in the movie.
Nope, they're like, he doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Get him out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's baseball being. It's I don't know. It's kind of like, I mean, innovation comes from limitations, right?
Adapt or die.
Adapt or die, and that's basically what this movie is. And it's Billy Bean learning how to, because I mean, he's in a bind. They just lost their best player, their
They
best two players,
best 3 players. They lost their best 3 players, and they cannot afford to replace them.
right? And he's got these old guys sitting around this table, his scouting team, and that like they're talking with feeling, like, well, I feel like this, I feel like that.
One of
This
them
guy,
one of them says, I believe it's the guy who plays Art in Justified, is like, "Well, this guy's got an ugly girlfriend. Means he's got no confidence." Like, what does that
you-
have to do with that? What does that have to do with whether he should be on your baseball team, you fucking geezer?
that line felt like a curb line. I was waiting for Larry to come out and be like, but he's trustworthy. That means you can trust him. Yeah, it's just these guys like, yeah, I think most sports, not just baseball, like are run by these men who like got these positions off of someone they knew and uh use their gut feelings. And you hear these success stories, but then for every success story, there's 29 failures. So like the successes, you hear about them, and then people, their egos rise up. And it's like, no, you were just guessing like everybody else.
Yeah.
And even Billy Billy has a moment where Jonah's character Peter, like he runs into them when he runs into him in Cleveland, and there's a line where he's like, "Whose nephew are you?"
Yep.
Because he knows that's how it is. Like, do you get these positions based on who you know, and then it's just a guessing game. It's off to the races. You're all just guessing. It's everyone just guessing.
I do love how when Billy hires him, he's like, "Would you have drafted?" Because he was drafted in the first round, and he was just a
Mhm.
complete burnout. He's like, "Would you have drafted me in the first round?" And Jonah Hill's like, "Yeah, yeah, you were a great player." He's like, "No, no, would you have drafted me in the first round?" He's like, "I would have taken you in the ninth."
And I love that honesty. I love the like. I just feel like it kind of goes. It's kind of at odds with the how can you be romantic about baseball, because the more statistical you get, you're taking the romance out of it, and as with the gut feelings, that's where the romance is. That's part of where the romance comes from, because it's all. I mean, it's literally just randomness. And so I do love that juxtaposition of, yeah, the romance of baseball, but also here's these cold, hard, gray statistics that we're following to find people that get on base.
Yes, but as the movie says, even with all the statistics, it's still random.
It's still very
You're
random.
still never
And
gonna beat that randomness.
right. And yeah, so I mean, in 2002, they're the only ones doing it because out of necessity.
Yeah.
And they do it, and it doesn't look like it's going well. And you've got Philip Seymour Hoffman playing Art Howe, who I didn't realize was a Cardinal for the longest time. I guess that, depending on who you ask, that might be sacrilege living in St. Louis and not knowing that. I guess I don't know. Not really a baseball head here, but yeah, you have him not playing the team the way Billy and Peter need it to be played. And so then they end up forcing Billy's hand and forcing him to trade. Best scene of the movie where they're trading people and making deals.
Yeah, I think the best sequence in the movie is the trade deadline
Yes.
when
Yes, they're just sitting in there bullshitting.
they're just sitting in there bullshitting people on the phone. "Hey, we want Anderson." I don't think so. I kind of like Anderson." "You don't even know who Anderson is. Come on."
And you love it because again, that's just people guessing.
Yeah.
But it's the other guys guessing with like a gut feeling, and it's Billy Bean and Peter Brand guessing with like a chart in front of them.
So much of this movie is Billy Bean having to deal with like these old heads and just going, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
We're not gonna replace you. Like, why are we trying to replace him? Yeah, that opening scene, they're sitting around the table, the ugly girlfriend line, and
Yeah.
yeah, he's beside himself because he's just like, what?
Yeah,
Stop.
he's listening to these old geezers talk about, "Well, I like this kid, he's got a good look, he's got this, right?" And Billy's just sitting there going, "Blah, blah, 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 blah."
And then later on, basically same scene after Brand's brought on, and all right, here are the people we want, and like they all perk up and like, he's a party animal. You can't get him to like Giambi's brother. He's like, you can't get him to be here. Like
But he gets
he's out
on
all
ba
night,
but he
but he
gets
gets on
on
base.
base.
He gets on base, and we're gonna go get what's Chris Pratt's character's name? I forget.
Scott Hatterberg.
We're gonna go get Hatterberg. Oh, surgery. He can't play catcher. Where he's gonna play first base. You want to play him at first base?
He
Like,
gets
we can
he
teach him.
he
He
gets on base.
Gets on base.
I do like that scene when they go to his house to get him, and he's like, "Listen, we want you to play first base." He's like, I don't know how to play first base." "It's okay. It's not that hard. Tell him." And the guy's like, "It's incredibly hard."
It's incredibly hard. I do love the realness of that scene because it just feels like he's a man at the end of his rope. He's like, my career's over. I'm not gonna go anywhere. And they're like, hey, you're gonna play.
Yeah.
I think it's July 4th. It's New Year's because they have the fireworks on the TV and they're, hey, we want you. Come out. Come on. And then oh man, who else has growing pains? The guy who plays Stephen Bishop, where he's like, why is soda $1?
Yep. Why is soda a dollar? Yeah, because
Why?
he came from the Yankees.
Oh man, fucking Yankees, fucking Cub Scouts, man.
I like how this movie immediately makes you like I don't if empathize is the right, but like the movie immediately makes you connect with Brad Pitt's character because it starts with him just being really mad that the Yankees won.
Yeah, immediately you're like, yeah,
Yeah,
I've been there.
yeah. Just a universal like in just a universal, yeah, I'm on board. This guy also hates the Yankees. Fuck the Yankees.
Fuck the Yankees, man. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Yep.
Fuck them. I was doing research on some of the players, and I didn't realize Jeremy Giambi was been dead for like 4 years.
I didn't know this either, so you sent it to me.
And I read it, and I was like, oh, that's really sad. That's really, really sad. I'm not going to go into detail, but that's really sad. Everyone else still alive though.
That's good.
Even the old farts.
Well, that's sad.
Even the old farts still around. Who knew? Who fucking knew? It is weird seeing like clicking on these guys and they're all like 50, 60, and now they're like telecast guys or they're talking heads for sports stations. And you're just like, wow, man, I am getting old. The people who played when I was a kid are the people behind the desk. I'm old.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? I do like that Bean is just like tortured by his past and like, oh, I sucked, but now I'm here with this team that sucks. And he's attracted to how bad they suck because he sucked, and he's like, I want to raise something up that sucks.
It is it's nice to, it's people always love an underdog. It's nice to be able to raise something that sucks. But I like how too the reason he hates these old guys so much and their methods is because their methods caused his, complete crash out. Like they picked him in
Right.
the first round. They're like, "Oh, Billy, you're a five-tool player. We never see that. You got the skills to be this big star, first round draft pick." And he just doesn't live up to it. If he had been a ninth rounder, maybe he would have been something.
You got moxie, kid. That's why we're taking you in the first round. It's like, no, I've been on the other side of this. I know you guys are all full of shit,
Yeah.
and I like that. I love someone who has a chip on on their shoulder but still fights for the underdogs. It's kind of like oh, what's Steve Carell's character in The Big Short? Even though he's making a lot of money in the process,
Yeah,
he's like,
he's
no,
making
fuck these banks.
he's making a lot of money off of the misery of others, but he's still like, "No, but this is wrong though.
This is wrong.
This is
Ignore
wrong.
this money.
This
Ignore
is
this money I'm stuffing into my pocket.
this is wrong. You're all evil, but, I might as well, make
But
some I might as well make some profit."
cut me a motherfucking check.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. Stop looking at me.
It's like, "Look, you're all evil, but, there's nothing I can do, so I might as well make a profit."
I do love that once they get on the winning record, a lot of the credit is passed off to Art Howe early on.
Yep.
They're like, wow, how is Art is getting the best out of his team. Wow. And you're sitting there laughing because you've been there. Oh man, I was an academic guy for a college basketball team, and their GPA got up past a certain point. And I'm working with them. I'm meeting with them to make sure they go to classes and study. I hook them up with tutors and everything. And the basketball coach gets a bonus if if the team GPA is above a certain point, like not six figure, 5-figure bonus, and I get a pat on the head and a good job. So I've been in that position where it's like, good job to that person who's done all the work. You're like, yeah, fuck me, fuck me right up the ass. And if I was still working that job, now with the NIL stuff, I'd be working with kids making six figures, fucking being an ad man for the fucking car dealer, whatever, man. Just crazy place college sports is in. Oh, I'm trying to think. I'm not the biggest fan of the inclusion of his daughter here.
I don't know. I think it's justified by ending it with that song.
That song, that's, oh man, that is the most Juno ass song ever. Like I thought she was gonna pull out a hamburger phone after that.
Yeah, but like the end credits version of it where she changes the lyrics to "You're such a loser, dad."
You're such a loser, Dad. It
I
is
think
it is catchy.
I
It's
think
an
that
earworm.
I think that makes the whole thing worth it. just to end on such a yeah, they did all this and then they lost and they never won and then their idea was stolen and now your daughter's singing
Everyone,
about how you're a loser.
everyone's gonna do it. Hey, they're gonna get their hands on your idea, Dad, and they're gonna do it better.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna do a
Yeah.
Moneyball, but now they're gonna do a Moneyball better because 'cause they're richer. So, it's
So
still an unfair game.
I do love the point that Peter Brand makes with the fat guy at bat where he falls at first base and he's like, he didn't realize he hit a home run. Like he fell, but he hit a home run. And it's just he's
Yeah.
he even it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor.
It's a it's a metaphor. He's like, "Yeah, I know."
I, yeah, I know. Yeah, because I mean, uh, Billy Bean is just this guy who's like been a loser. Like he thought he was gonna be a winner, but he's gotten this loser mentality that he's like
Yeah.
again he's got this chip on his shoulder, and he's always gonna be down.
His
But
whole
no,
thing his whole thing is if we don't win the last game, we're losers. Nobody will care. Nobody will
and he's
care.
right.
Nobody will care about what we did or anything. Nobody will care about this winning streak. And his first thought watching this video, "Oh, they're laughing at him."
He's right though. If you don't like, but you know what? I'll extend that. Like even if you win the last game, nobody cares. That moment, that moment, the thing you did that whole year just becomes a talking point and an argument 20 years from now that compares you to a modern day team. Who gives a shit? That's all it is. There's no glory in it. There's nothing. Sure, you get baseball doesn't have rafters, but you get like your name on the field or something, or you get your name on a plaque somewhere in the stadium and people remember you. But like it's all just it's fleeting, Billy. Billy, it's fleeting. And I think he's still with the I don't think he's a DM anymore. Is he still with the team in some
Oh,
aspect?
they're not the Oakland Athletics anymore. Now they're just the Athletics.
They're in Vegas now, right?
I don't think they've moved there officially yet.
Let's see, because he stopped being GM in 2015. Uh, what does he do? I don't. I think he's like he's got a higher position with the team.
Um, let's see here. Yeah, he's not GM anymore.
But while you do that, I love the. I don't love the sterilization of base. Like Moneyball has sterilized the sport of baseball, and you've started to see it in other sports too. But then you watch this movie and you see how much of it was bullshit guessing games by nepo babies, and you're like, you know what? Did the sport need to be sterilized? Did we need to like just lean so heavy on the? Because when everyone's leaning on the stats, it's still a numbers game at that point, right? If you have more money, you have more opportunities to take guesses on guys.
Well, yeah, they did a Moneyball. Now everybody does a Moneyball, but they can do a Moneyball with more money. So
Right. We have
it's essentially the same as it was. The problem is now the same problem that it was before, is that the
yep.
teams with more money, right? Your New York Yankees, your LA Dodgers, they're just gonna buy their way to victory.
I mean,
Anyway,
Billy Bean.
he is currently senior advisor to the owner, and he's a minority owner himself.
So he was like, "Yes, sell to Vegas. Yes, get me out of Oakland." So what you're saying to keep Moneyball under wraps, what Billy Bean should have done at the end of the season, he should have killed Peter Brand. He should have killed him and took his algorithm.
I just think they shouldn't have told anybody what they were doing.
I feel like everyone had a semblance, right? Everyone like knew. Everyone had like a stats guy at that point, right? Or had a guy. I imagine everyone had a guy work on an algorithm at that point, no matter what was going on at the A's.
You think?
I think so.
You don't think it was still just a bunch of old people who refused to, let the younger folk do their thing?
Oh, that was still the majority at the time. I'm saying the guy with the algorithm was in there like, "Hey, we need to take this person," and like, an old man was like, "Shut up, kid, go get my coffee," and like dunking their algorithm sheet into the coffee. Like, I'm not reading that mumbo jumbo.
Do you think all those old guys were also, like, really mad when they introduced the designated hitter?
Oh, into the National League, I'm sure. It's ruining the purity. It's ruining the purity of baseball. Like, okay, steroid era, uh, all these gambling scandals.
Yes,
You guys,
it's ruining the purity of this game whose history is built on a team that sold out to the mob.
yeah,
America's
man.
pastime.
Anytime anyone leans on legacy, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Seriously, legacy is just peer pressure from old fucks. Tradition and legacy, yeah, are peer pressure from old bitches.
I really just enjoy how much he yells at stubborn old people in this movie.
The one old man tries to throw hands with him,
Yeah, and he fires him for it.
and then he goes on AM radio to talk shit. AM talk radio to talk shit. What a fucking hey, you were scouting with the A's, man, and now you're on AM fucking radio. How's that working out, bud?
Yeah, the best scenes in this movie are when he's just on the phone making deals and when he's in that room telling the old guys, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
I love that he hires the new head of scouting. He's like, "Hey, did you play?
Y-
You
y-
play base? I played some t-ball. All right, you're
Yeah,
head of scouting."
yeah. He's just like, "You haven't played anything, right?" He's like, "Well, I played some T-ball." Okay, your new head of scouting. He's just so sick of it. I love the scene when, like, he points to all of them like, "What, you guys don't even know what the problem is." He's like, "What's the problem?" "Nope." What's the problem?" "Nope." "What's the problem?" That one old guy I think is confused at the question.
Scouting is so thin. I've done some scouting. There's so much tape you watch. You go to a bunch of boring fucking games to watch maybe 3 or 4 guys, and it's the most boring fucking thing you can ever do. So the fact that those old guys every day they're getting up like I gotta drive to Florida today and I gotta go watch these 5 games and see these pictures and see I'm just like fucking die already. Jesus, that's how you've lived to be so old. Your metabolism is slowed down because you're fucking living off of peanuts and Cracker Jacks, and your family don't care if you ever get back. God
Oh,
damn.
that rhymed a little
This
bit.
mo-
You had some bars there.
this movie made me hate old people more than I already do.
Old people really are just old people who won't get out of the way really are the worst.
Just move. Just fucking move. And I'm not saying it's all of you. If you're an old person and you're getting mad at this right now, you might be part of the problem. That-
Yeah,
but
just
if you're an old person that's like, oh, look at the younger generation. I need to do my part and then make sure everyone's ready to take over because I'm gonna be in the ground soon. You're fine. You're
yeah.
fine because you know what? I've had that realization. I've got to start. I'm getting up there in the age where I got to start making room for the people that are gonna come after me. What were all you old people doing playing Expedition 33 last year? Don't you under don't you understand? It's for the people who come after. What the fuck is wrong with you?
My favorite genre of old people, and I say this sarcastically in that they're not my favorite, is the old people who refuse to retire, and then they're like, "How come these young people don't wanna work?" Yeah, because you won't leave.
Because you won't fucking die, dude.
Yeah,
Get
go
off
and
the pot.
go enjoy your last 15 years, buddy. Like, open that job up for somebody.
These entitled these entitled kids think they can just get handed these jobs. Like you, bitch. Like you, motherfucker. Like you got handed the fucking job. In my day, we just walked into the office and handed in yeah, you got handed the fucking job, dude. I have to sit there and interview with a fucking robot that doesn't fucking know fucking left from fucking right, bitch. I'm turning into fucking Jesse Pinkman over here. Saying bitch.
Ah,
It's gonna be our highest fucking cursed yeah, YouTube's gonna start counting the curses and be like, hey, you had 10 curses last episode. We gotta kick you off the platform. You guys are cursing too much.
see, we get kicked out of the platform because the old people, they've ruined another thing.
But you know what? Getting kicked off a platform does well for people. You say I've been canceled, I've been silenced. Here's my GoFundMe. Please help.
We've been silenced by YouTube because they were defending the boomer class.
Look, man. All I'm saying is I've tapped into the blue sky boomer market, which is a market I did not realize existed.
I love these.
I thought they were all on truth.
I love these boomers who think, and the old people in Moneyball would be this kind of boomer who think the word boomer, like they take it as like you've said a slur. Like what's wrong with you? Like what are you calling me a boomer for? Why are you being so disrespectful? I was like, hey, I just said boomer. However you took it is how you took it.
That's how you. I'm not responsible for your feelings. I think you need to calm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
They don't love being told to calm down. They don't love it. They're not a fan of the young folk telling them to calm down.
I just think
Look,
they're not a I just think they're not a fan of young folk.
I live for pissing off old people. Like if you told me that, hey Nick, for the next hour we can just sit here and shit on terrible old people, I'd be like, bet I'm in. We should
Here's the
just
thing.
start.
Here's the thing, right? There's two kinds of old people. Only two kinds, okay? There's like cute, funny old people, right? Who just go about their business as like old people or whatever. And, maybe sometimes they're a little grumpy, but like they're grumpy in like a funny, quirky way, like Harrison Ford or the guy from Up, right?
Mhm.
And then there's old people who would be best in everybody's interest for them to die.
Yeah, and there's way more of the latter than the former.
Yeah, there's just you either get funny, quirky old people like that old Asian mother on season 1 of The Pit.
Yep, I forgot about her yet.
Yeah. Or you get old people like the old people in Moneyball who just refuse to move aside for the younger generation and who refuse to adapt or die.
Like literally, you've had it all.
Yeah.
Die,
Yeah.
die. Oh, you had it hard. You could just die. It'd be over. It'd be over.
Yeah. Funny, quirky old people, right, will tell you, back in my day, we had to walk to school uphill in a blizzard, so I don't think you should have to do that because it was bad, right? Right? And then the other type of old person will be like, back in my day, we had to walk to school uphill in a blizzard. Stop complaining.
Yeah, and those are the same boomers that think like the kids that get school lunch for free are not human.
Yeah. Hang on. Their student loans are being forgiven. I had to pay all of mine, you know, back in 1976 when it was $17.
Fucking die.
Eh,
I'm not saying die one way that could get us kicked out. I'm just saying die. Just die of you're so old, just die of do us a favor and die of natural causes, motherfucker.
I think this episode we're gonna lose our old person demographic, if there
That's
is
okay.
any.
They don't read GQ. I don't think anyone reads GQ. But anyway. No, GQ audience, stay. Don't go. GQ audience, stay with me.
Anyway, great movie.
Good fucking movie.
Great
And
movie.
look, hey, you know what? We should start a spectrum. There's movies with really good old people and movies with really bad old people. At the top, good old people, what would it be? Like Gran Torino?
Gran Torino would be up there. Up.
Up.
Um,
Because he's grumpy and old, but he learns like, oh, I'm not like, oh, I've had my journey. I need to move on.
yeah. What else? What else? I'm trying to think. Thelma. You ever see Thelma?
I've heard it. I've heard Thelma's pretty good.
Thelma's pretty good. She's one of the funny, quirky old people.
You're saying she's one of the good ones.
Yeah, of course.
She's one of the good ones. And then this movie, as amazing as it is towards the bottom because it's all terrible old people.
Every old person in this movie needs to die.
If we included a TV show, Golden Girls would be towards the top, right? Because
Golden
they're
Gir-
just mean to other. They're mean to other old people.
Yeah, Golden Girls at the top.
I'd put Mama's House up there too, because she's just yelling at her son. She's just yelling at Vernon, and Vernon deserves it. I'm glad you got that reference. I think she was also younger than Vernon. I think it was a young gal dressed as an old lady yelling at an old man. I'm starting to realize where the comedy in that show is. It's like last episode when I learned what movies stood for.
Just before we wrap it up here, I just want to give a shout out to Brad Pitt's incredible snacking skills.
The popcorn, the popcorn in the middle of the.
Here's the thing, okay? Brad Pitt, if you go through his filmography, this man is always snacking on things in movies. He's like a premier on-screen snacker, and this movie is his magnum opus. He's always eating fucking sunflower seeds or just a bowl of nuts in a business meeting or just throwing popcorn down his mouth. He shoves an entire Twinkie in his mouth mid-dialogue, and it's incredible.
So he's always got a spit bucket nearby, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he's just always I think he no, I think he swallows. I think Brad Pitt swallows.
Title of the episode. Title of the episode right there. Brad Pitt swallow. We think Brad Pitt swallows.
Yeah, Brad Pitt always swallows.
Look, if Brad Pitt could take some of his food expertise and just his charismatic eating and apply that to his parenting, I think he'd be good
Yeah,
shape.
just
Brad Pitt swallows.
good on-screen snacking by Brad Pitt, always swallowing.
Some good swallowing by Pitt.
Yeah.
I think this is a 5-star movie.
Yeah, I think I gave it 4.5 on Letterboxd, but I'm convinced. It's talking about it, yeah, it's 5 stars. Fuck old people.
Fuck old people. Yeah, just you know what? It led to a rant about old people, and
Yep.
if you do that, that's automatically a star right there.
Yep.
And I think this is a 100% dad movie. It's
Oh.
baseball. It's Brad Pitt.
It's baseball, statistics, Brad Pitt, people being good at their job.
Let me tell you, I'm also really happy. No love interests. Like I
Yeah.
love a good love interest, but I also love a movie that's like there's no time for love. The love is baseball.
He's got an ex-wife, and there's no thing of them rekindling. He's got an ex-wife who's now with Spike Jonze.
No bad blood. No bad blood.
No
there.
bad blood, just a little awkwardness, and it's just like, yeah, great. He's just living his best divorced dad life.
Spike Jonze is so awkward in that scene. I love it.
Yeah.
Who's he replacing? Giambi? Gumby?
It's such an out of nowhere cameo because like, what is Spike Jonze doing in this baseball drama?
Spike, don't you have a movie to be directing?
And it's like, why is Spike Jonze why has Robin Wright left Brad Pitt for Spike Jonze? But he just fits so well in how awkward that is.
He was learning how humans talk so he could write her. Wait, he didn't write her. No, he didn't. No, he did write her.
He did.
He's learning how humans. So he's like, okay, all right, that's what my robot human would say.
Yeah, he filmed this in between writing her and doing shit with the Jackass guys.
What a strange little man.
What an odd career that guy's had, from making skateboarding videos to winning an Oscar to dropping off the face of the earth.
Today I'm directing Where the Wild Things Are. Tomorrow I'm hanging out with Steve-O and butt chugging. What a life. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, 100% dad movie for sure. IMDb goofballs. Let's get to these. Let's get to these goofballs
I
who
got
watched
mine. I got
watched
mine
the
ready.
movie wrong. Do it.
Scenes from night games show fluorescent lighting in the dugout. There are no lights in the dugouts at the Coliseum. This would interfere with players' ability to see the ball. Yes, and it would interfere with my ability to see the movie.
Yeah, this guy wants to watch a dark movie.
This guy watches modern night scenes in movies and goes, "Yep, this is good.
This is fine.
I like it in night scenes when I can't see anything on screen."
I like going around my house and turning all the lights off because it's too bright and I can't see anything.
One of my
I've got one here.
one of my favorite little quotes or stories, like movie stories, is when they were filming Lord of the Rings. They were doing a night scene, right? And Sean Astin was like, I think it was the cinematographer he asked. He's just like, it's night, we're in the middle of this or whatever. Where are the lights coming from? And the guy was just like, the same place the music is coming from.
What an asshole. I love it.
You know what?
Yes.
He's right though.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Billy Beane is shown several times batting right-handed as a pro, but when Billy is shown looking at his Little League photo, it clearly shows him batting left-handed. Kids are stupid and get shit wrong, but also sometimes you bat left-handed. Sometimes some people just can do it both. You ever hear of a switch hitter?
Yeah.
You ever hear of a switch hitter? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the problem. Maybe that was the problem with his career. Is that he got to be an adult and he forgot that he was a lefty. And he was
Yeah.
batting right the whole time. He's like, "Why can't I hit this anymore? What happened?"
I've lost my mojo.
And then he just needed that coach that would be like, "Dumbass, you're left-handed." Oh, that's right. Do you have a dad joke for this one?
I do not. I tapped out of my dad joke reservoir trying to think of that dad joke for the last movie.
Yeah, I am. I think I am also tapped. I was gonna see if I could think of something while you were talking right there, and I couldn't. I can't compete with the Yankees. So there it is.
Fuck the
Boom.
Yankees. There's my dad joke. Fuck the
Fuck
Yankees.
the Ya-
Not a
fuck the
not
Yankees.
a dad joke, but fuck the Yankees.
You know what's a joke? The Yankees. Fuck them. Uh, let's spin that wheel.
Yeah.
We got a few movies left here. We only got four movies left. There's Little Miss Sunshine. There's Big Fish. There's
S-
Falling Down
And Speed.
and Speed. We've got a guest for Speed if we get
Ooh.
that.
Ooh.
But otherwise, the rest is just you and me.
Just the two of us.
Just the two. We gotta start thinking of this next wheel.
Yeah, we do.
Gotta
I have a
gotta
couple.
stick to.
I have a couple of things in mind. There's a couple of in movies that are in our intro that we have yet to do, and we should, do all the movies that are in our intro.
They should be in there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a couple. I got a couple in mind as well. But other than that, yeah, we got to get cracking.
A boy and his dog for sure being on the next wheel. It's gonna happen. I gotta get some stinkers on there.
Stop
We
it.
need some stinkers.
Stop. Yeah, okay, you can have a stinker, just not a stinker that is gonna make me want to bathe myself in bleach.
I mean, the only two I've got off the top of my head so far are Joyride and Orange County. Otherwise, it's up in the air. Up in the air.
Ooh, maybe I'll put that on the wheel.
What up in the air?
Yeah,
uh,
it's a good movie. All right, I'm spinning.
trying to spin that wheel. I was trying to find the double features I wrote down. I don't remember where I put them. I've been keeping notes on a IKEA instruction booklet. Where I keep my notes.
Looks like we have a guest next week.
Hell yeah, Speed.
It is Speed.
I will reach out to Noah. I will reach out to my good pal Noah, who I play Fortnite with. Not much lately. I need to get back on the Fortnite wave. But
Does that
hey,
make
you know,
if he's your friend and that's how he became a guest on the show, does that make him a nepo guest?
yes, yes, it does. Every guest I've brought on has been a nepo guest.
Wow, you sick man.
Look, I like making nepo babies.
But you always come to me to complain about nepo babies, and yet you're creating nepo babies.
You're a hypocrite. You're a goddamn hypocrite. I fucking knew it.
You son of a bitch.
All right, let's go. Let's go watch Speed. Let me hit up Noah. Let me hit up Noah on the other side of the world. See what he's up to.
Speed. Where is Speed streaming?
Oh fuck, you're right. Oh, Speed.
I want to say Disney Plus because I think it's a Fox movie, or maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Speed is on.
Streaming.
It is on Disney Plus here in Canada, as well as Crave and Hollywood Suite.
I'm looking here. Google makes movies like Speed hard to. It's on Hulu here in the States.
Okay.
It is on Hulu, Disney Plus, the Roku channel. You can get it on Amazon Prime. Yeah, just about everywhere.
All right, pretty accessible movie,
Speed.
which is good because listen, I don't want to give things away because I want people to have a reason to tune in the episode. But I have a feeling we have another 5-star movie on our hands.
Speed?
Yeah,
I haven't seen Speed in a while. I'm
really.
gonna.
I'm just gonna reveal this now. I think it was last year or the year before. For whatever reason, Speed was on TV about, I think, like 8 times in a week. And I watched it every time.
I've got a similar story. I've had a similar experience with Django Unchained.
Yeah, just like every day for a whole week. I was like, "Oh, Speed's on," and I watched it. And then it was on later, and I was like, "Oh, it's on again," and I watched it. And I did that every single time.
This This might be the most dad you've ever been towards a movie.
I really like Speed.
I'm excited for it. I think the last time I watched Speed, it was on a VHS. So
Speed
it's
is
been a while.
Speed is very good.
It's probably been a good 20 years for me. So
Okay, well, then I'm excited for you.
I'm excited. It's like the first time seeing it again.
Yeah.
The one Sandra Bullock should have got the Academy Award for.
She did. They just had to legally say it was for The Blind Side.
They legally had to say, "Hey, it's for the movie where you play a racist mom that kidnaps a child and teaches them how to play football, even though he already knew how to play it."
Look, it was a career win. It was a joint win for Speed and While You Were Sleeping and Miss Congeniality. But they were like, listen, we didn't give it to her for any of those. She's in this movie now, and it's really bad, but it's our only chance. Because
The Academy just has to.
they didn't know about, they couldn't have predicted Gravity.
They have to stop playing catch up. They have to stop playing. Just stop it. Just stop it. Oh, we forgot to give them. No, 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 no. You had your chance. Move. It's just like Jamie Lee Curtis winning for Everything Everywhere All at Once. That was a career win.
I'm really glad they gave it to Michael B. Jordan while they still could.
Yes. Instead of, oh, we'll give it to Michael B in like 20 years when he's old.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like that's what they're doing with Chalamet.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Chalamet will be okay. Maybe they'll get him for Dune 3. I have a feeling they'll get him for Dune 3.
You think they're gonna you think Dune 3 they'll Return of the King it?
I think they will because they've been kind of courting Dune those last two movies. I think the second one got a Best Picture nom if I'm remembering correctly. First one was only nominated for like all of the technical awards,
Yeah.
but I think they're like, I mean, honestly, if and I think Villanueva can land this ship, but I mean, it's name another trilogy that's landed in the last 20 years.
20 years would be 2006.
So we're past Lords. We're past Rings.
We're past Lord of the Rings. Um
There's been no trilogies because everything's been fucking extended universes.
yeah, I genuinely can't think of one.
I think it's a fresh concept. What? Wait a minute. We have something that ends in 3. Wait a minute. 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 You're telling me you can do 3 movies and be done?
No,
What?
because the Dark Knight trilogy did not stick the landing.
No, people hated Rises, and it's always funny going back to watch Rise and watching like the background fights at the end and watching people just whiff left and right. If you really look at it, you can really just have a good time.
Maybe I mean the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, I think.
I feel like 2
No, I really
like
liked
it's a,
2 is great.
see the issue with those is like they're good. So Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy and Guardians, sure, really good trilogies. They're still within an extended universe.
The Dark Knight is not within an extended universe.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
People like wasn't it part of Man of Steel?
It was not.
Like wasn't that like a concept at one point where they're like, okay, this Man of Steel will lead into, because they hadn't done Batfleck yet.
They hadn't done Batfleck, but okay, Man of Steel was always planned to be the start of like a thing, right?
Okay.
And so like I think in Man of Steel you can see like a Wayne Enterprises like satellite in space. And so until they like people were like, "Oh, are they just gonna get Christian Bale again?" And I think they might have offered it to him. But I don't know if he would have been the same Batman or just like a different Batman just played by the same guy. But either way, but they didn't do that, so it's not part of an extended universe.
Still, they didn't land it with Rises.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, I think I've got a pretty solid argument here.
I gotta Google it. I mean, we should end this episode, but there's got to be one
The-
trilogy in the last 20 years.
The people need to know that when we get off an episode, we're usually debating something stupid like this anyway. So you're
It's
just
true.
getting a little behind. You're getting a little behind the scenes here.
Movie.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go since 2000. Let's extend it a little bit, okay? Or no, since 2000. We'll go since 2003 because that was when Lord of the Rings ended.
Because you got the new Star Wars trilogy, which I don't even have to tell you. I don't even have to tell you.
Okay. let's see. There's the Spider-Man trilogy, which I'll go to bat for 3, but it did not stick the landing by most accounts. The Oceans trilogy, that second one is eh.
Austin Powers is older than that.
Guardians of the Galaxy, Dark Knight didn't stick the landing. The Cornetto trilogy, are we counting the Cornetto trilogy?
I don't think it's a true trilogy. Do we count Bill and Ted since they did finish the trilogy here at the end?
Yeah, but it started in the 80s and it was mostly back then. Okay, How to Train Your Dragon?
That's a pretty good trilogy, but it's animated, so it's not. We can't take it seriously.
I think we should. I'm counting it. I'm counting it. How to Train Your Dragon?
That is a pretty good trilogy. Or what about Despicable Me? Speak of the devil.
No. Okay, the Planet of the Apes trilogy, the reboots.
The reboot trilogy is pretty good, but I wouldn't say like that's a technical darling. They're nominating Andy Serkis for his ape work.
Yeah, but like it's a good trilogy though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That might be it. Just those two.
I mean, if we wait another year, the 28 Years Later trilogy, I think, will be up there. Though that they don't nominate horror. Though they have been kind of. Ooh, I've got one. The Riddick trilogy. The Riddick trilogy, baby.
The Born trilogy.
No, that second movie's
That second movie's pretty good.
I 1 and 3. If you can give me just a marathon of 1 and 3, I'm good.
You know what? No, here's the thing. Let me tell you about the Born trilogy, okay? All 3 of them are really good movies. If you were to watch them like back to back, right? In any kind of, I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch the Born trilogy. It's the same movie 3 times.
Okay, so it's a little.
But they're all good movies.
I think we've got it. I'm digging through Wikipedia, seeing if there are any lists that pop up.
Yeah, I
But
think.
see, everything you're naming, I'm just like, yeah, but like the Academy doesn't care. Like, I think the Academy's got a boner for Dune. I think they love it.
I think, yeah, okay. Planet of the Apes and How to Train
People-
Your Dragon. Those are the only 2 good trilogies since
Oh,
Lord of
hold
the
on.
Rings.
The Equalizer.
That's a solid trilogy. Solid ass trilogy. Okay.
Oh, John Wick.
Yeah, no, there's 4 and 5 in a spinoff.
See, I can't fuck with John Wick.
Why?
I like the first 2 movies, especially that shootout with Common that makes no sense in the train yard.
Have you seen 4? 4 is incredible.
4's on HBO Max now, and I need to watch it.
There's a
But
scene, there's a extended sequence in 4 where it goes top down like Hotline Miami.
Mhm.
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in a theater.
Okay, I need to watch it.
My
And that
soul,
and
my
Ballerina.
soul left my body when I saw what was happening.
I'll check it out. I do want to watch it. I've seen the first 3. I just look. There's a point in 2, and then it's especially in 3 where they're like, "Oh, here's this new lore. We just dropped this new lore." They just keep dropping new lore, and I'm like, I don't need new lore. You already set this guy up. He's really fucking cool. I don't want to know about the rest of the world.
Ballerina is
care.
good. Ballerina is good too.
Now, if they like took that lore instead of like if they took that lore to set up like a really good bad guy and built up to it for like a movie or 2, that would be cool. But I just maybe that's what they did with Ballerina, and I just haven't gotten that far yet. But there's just so much I don't care about.
The Ballerina culminates in what I can only describe as Resident Evil 4, but with assassins instead of zombies.
Okay, all right, you've sold me on it. I'm sold.
Yeah. There's also a grenade fight.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're fighting for grenade supremacy.
No, like they're fighting with grenades.
Oh, I thought it was like one grenade, and they're like trying to like.
No, like you know how John Wick does gun fu is what they call it? No, there's a sequence in it where she does grenade fu. Like all she has is grenades.
Why didn't more people go and see this movie?
It's really good. You should watch them. Maybe I'll put that on the list.
Maybe I will watch them. All right, let's end this episode.
Oh,
The people
okay.
heard us.
Pirates of
heard
the
enough
Caribbean.
behind the scene. No,
Yes,
No.
yes.
No.
That trilogy is
No.
great.
1 and 2 are fine. I've never seen 3.
No, that whole trilogy is great.
They made a 4th and 5th movie, didn't they?
Oh, you're right. They did. Those are bad.
Wait, how many did they do? 4 and 5, or am I misremembering that?
No, you're right. They did do 4 and 5.
I don't even remember what these dog shit movies are called.
4, I don't
Let's
remember.
see.
5 has Javier Bardem as a ghost.
So let's see. It's Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, Stranger Tides, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Yeah, man. Wow, they really did. Let's see, 3 years.
Shouldn't have made, if they hadn't
4
made 4 and
years.
5, that would have, because that's a great trilogy.
Yeah, they fucked up. They fucked up. They took another bite off. Jerry Bruckheimer's losing his touch. God, he's so fucking old. God damn.
All right, let's get out of here. Tell your friends, tell your family. Whatever you do, don't tell your mother. Although I'm starting to think your mother would be your family, so I don't know if our outro makes any sense.
No. It's no. For lore reasons, we have to keep it.
Okay.